Hi there, my name is Joshua Leyte-Jammu. Some of you may know me as Josh LJ around campus, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm submitting my candidacy for the University of Guelph's 2011-2012 Board of Governors nominations. A little bit about myself. I am a third-year Bachelor of Commerce student with a Management, Economics, and Finance major, area of emphasis in finance. Outside of school, I'm also a part-time part-time worker at Meridian Credit Union, Ontario's largest financial cooperative. And outside my student life, you can usually catch me in the athletic center bouldering on the side of a rock climbing wall, shredding dirt with my mountain bike, or even at the taps having a cold pint of beer in good company on the afternoons. I think the biggest reason why I would like the opportunity to sit on the University of Guelph's Board of Governors is to give back. One of the things that I've always done ever since I became a student here at this university, reflecting back in first year, I noticed coming out of high school I never really gave back to my community a lot. But over the years I've had the opportunity and the privilege actually to participate on several different organizations, and leading into my fourth year, the Board of Governors I see as almost a capstone to kind of encompass everything that I've learned here as a student leader on campus. And I really want to take all those skills that I've learned, whether it be through the Senate, through college government, and mesh them all into this final piece for the Board of Governors so that I may be able to effectively be able to give back to you, the students. To answer this question, the biggest asset I believe that I have would make me an ideal candidate for the Board of Governors is my respected personality. Many students that I've had the privilege of meeting through the various roles and opportunities and experiences I've had to meet them have always described me to be a very well-respected character in high regard. One of the things I've always promised my constituents in the past whenever I've been a student leader on campus is that yes, even though like most students I have a particular bias on certain opinions, I'm always respectful of other opinions, and one of the things I always try to do as a student leader is listen to any opposing viewpoints that I may agree or disagree with and try to come up with a compromise that both parties can agree on. As far as past experiences are concerned, I do have a variety here at the University of Guelph. I have had the opportunity to sit on several boards, including the CSA Board of Directors, the CMESA Executive, as well as the CMESA Board of Directors. I've also sat on the Board of Undergraduate Studies, the Student Senate Caucus, and I currently sit on the University Board of Directors, University Senate's Board of Directors right now. And outside of holding board roles, I've also been a microeconomics tutor in the past. I've also been an orientation volunteer, a University of Guelph ambassador, and a speaker and ambassador for the College of Management and Economics. So to answer this question, I think a great deal of this question actually links back to the previous board experiences that I've listed in the question previous to this one. But on top of that as well too, I think the fact that I have a lot of connections with a lot of the student leaders on campus, both at the graduate and undergraduate level, and connections I have within the community. Like I said, I've been a Guelph resident for 8 years now, and the connections that I even have within university administration would make me, it proves to be an ideal asset for this university, strictly on the grounds that I really rely on networking in order to get things done. So to answer this question, the biggest goal that I have through my 2011-2000 term, should I get the Board of Governors seat, is to improve the financial soundness of the University of Guelph's current situation. Not sure if many students are aware of the situation, but the University of Guelph currently is in a multi-million-dollar structural deficit. And through my financial experience that I've gained as a business major, as well as working part-time as a student, I really want to use the practical knowledge and skills that I've gained, whether it be sitting on boards or my part-time job through class, to really just improve the financial quality that we have here at the University of Guelph. But I think one of the biggest mistakes that the Board of Governors has made in the past is that they don't take into account people's well-being, the students' well-being. So I think it's really important that we focus on the people and not just the financial figures. because ultimately the people are going to be the ones giving back to this university down the road when they become alumni. So I think it's very important that we focus on financial soundness while at the same time taking into account people's well-being. This one is a particularly excellent question. Should I have the privilege to be a representative on the Board of Governors, the one way I would be able to serve this very diverse population is through the experience that I've had in the past. One of the things I've always gotten in the habit of, and I started this actually about 2 years ago, was to get in the habit of reading the Ontarian once a week. Well, actually every week that comes out for that matter, and even over the summer times when I visit here, the campus here in the summer. I think the Ontarian is a very good medium in which to communicate to the student body and to the university community what exactly is taking place here at this university. So as a Board of Governor, I would definitely keep up that habit. As well, even staying up to date with the CSA and what's taking place with the canon would definitely prove to be beneficial, just so we can know what's going on with the university through a variety of different mediums. I think the second thing that I would do to make sure I could effectively represent this diverse group is that in the past, I've had several opportunities, whether it be through Senate, for sitting on college government, or the CSA, is that I have a lot of ins with almost every single primary student organization here on campus. And as I mentioned earlier in this interview, I really do capitalize on networks in order to get things done, and I would certainly continue that practice in order to effectively serve the variety of students and their representative college governments here at the University of Guelph. To wrap up, I would first like to thank the Canon for giving the candidates of this election the opportunity to have their voices heard. I know during midterm season it can be difficult for students to engage with electoral processes, and I find this is a very effective medium in which to get that done. Second, I would also like to thank you, the viewers, the students who are going to be voting in this election, for even engaging in this particular process. As I mentioned, midterm season around this time of year can be very difficult to engage in anything outside your academic studies, but you really are doing your part to make sure that you do understand what's going on here at the University of Guelph. Just to summarize, I really do feel that I would be an effective representative on the Board of Governors just strictly due to my personality and past experiences that I've had here as a student. And I really do look forward to the opportunity to being a representative should I have that privilege. So with that said and done, I would encourage all students, just take 5 minutes out of your next week when you get your online ballot through the University Secretariat via your Guelph email account. Just open it up, take 5 minutes, vote for the 2 candidates that you feel are best for you, and I hope I have your vote. And best of luck with midterms. Thank you very much.